today we're talking about my book here. It's called Live Free, Recreate and Liberate Your Life. One of my passages with Pope John Paul II in Rome, Italy, 1989. A miracle that happened for me can happen to you as well. Whenever there is dark, there is light. Right after I had been raped, I took a trip to the Vatican City. I wanted to find my worth again. My sacredness had been robbed from that one act of violence. I did not know where to go or who to turn to. India hadn't been on my list of things yet. So I went to Rome. I made my way to the papal audience, which occurs every week. I had been on a bus tour with some people I didn't know. I remember there was a woman I had a conflict with throughout the trip. During the papal audience, I made sure that I was in front, where they roped it off. The Pope walked around and shook hands with only those in the front. I had this need to get close to him, to touch him, to feel his spirit. I needed to see and feel his presence so that I could heal. Out of the 5,000 people that regularly visit the papal audience, the Pope only shakes about 100 hands, and I was one of them. I felt special and honored. I wanted to become free from my pain, sorrows, mistakes, and the impurities from the rape. I asked God to free me from the evils that lived in my body. Suddenly, I felt that God reached in and grabbed me, similarly to when I was in the heart hospital, which was another experience. Most people took his hand, and I kissed his ring. Most people took his hand and kissed his ring. What I did was held his hands tightly until I felt a connection with him, a deep heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul connection. And right there in front of my eyes, I saw the white light. The Pope experience made me realize that God is in all of us, and that we need to look to each other for higher power connections, to our higher self, to our deeper self. This was a real spirit-to-spirit connection for me, a real soul-to-soul connection. In life, we look to connect spirit to spirit and soul to soul, but it takes a lifetime to understand it. That's why we are here lifetime after lifetime, to clean and refine the spirit, and so that the soul can live on and healthy new souls are born. I was only 30 when I realized the true spirit did exist in human life. This wondrous experience with the Pope was just another message from God that it's okay to be who you are, because we are all spirits and we're all connected and we're all one. Spirit has a hard time living in this human vessel, in this body. It's a constant fight between the rock and the hard place. When we resist growth and newness, we are in fight with the spirit. So let's embrace our spirits for this moment right now and go with what our resistances are. When I went outside, everyone was touching me, hoping to get a piece of the spirit. The woman I had the conflict with also had the good fortune of touching the Pope. She and I came together and embraced each other with love. There never really was a conflict. It was just an illusion infringing on our senses, something I call the ego. This is how I knew that love makes it all okay. Like I knew with the kids in the heart hospital, it was the same feeling, that everything is just okay. After the papal experience, I found that my spirit was renewed again. I had regained this purity that I had come for. I was sent there. Pope John Paul II was more special than most, since they made a saint out of him, and that's what they're doing right now in this present day, a high priest ordained by God. The sacredness of my soul and feminine energy was born again at the moment while I was touching the Pope's hands. This was Shaktipat for me, which is a Hindu word meaning fulfillment, presence, divinity. The Pope, as well as Hindu deities and high priests of other cultural traditions, have the special gift of shining the spirit back on us, if we are open to receive it. To receive, we must be in the present moment. Any pope is a high priest, but sometimes people don't see that because they become preoccupied with religious political circles. I've been a student of God since the womb and heart hospital days. It was my journey to continue. The point I'm making is when you happen to cross paths with people, reach out and love someone who is spiritually insufficient, people that are projecting, that have a lot of pain, that you see their negativity. Because underneath this is a cry for love, it's a cry for help. And maybe you could be that person, that miracle in their lives. These people don't know how to love, so therefore they are going to be living in pain if we don't reach out and love them. I'm able to recognize this in people and have many experiences with people who have projected their insufficiencies on me. Sadly, they push away the pure spirit when it could have healed them, giving them joy. Please reach out and love others. By doing so, you are also loving yourself. I relied on the spirits in bad times to grab me and heal me, and boy, did it. I am a miracle.